and rip the knob off. You're tuned in to the number one show on the planet. The Heffron and Reep Show. This is the epicenter of audio frequency entertainment.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Can't get enough of it.
Oh, yeah. You guys are the best.
Heffron and Reep.
I love you, love you, love you.
The Heffron and Reep Show.
That's all I got. Those are all the buttons.
That's perfect. We don't need 1,000 buttons, man. That pretty much says it all.
You're listening to the Heffron and Reep Show. Hope you're well. Times are cray. Feels a little weird. I gotta be honest with you. I'm performing this weekend just with everything going on in the world.
Where are you gonna be this weekend?
Kansas City, actually.
What club?
The Improv, right?
Kansas City Improv.
Sure. Is that me dinging or
that's me?
I don't. I'm using a different laptop, so if I'm dinging, I don't know how to turn it off. But it feels I don't know. It feels like after 9/11-y, you know, when there's weird times in the world as a comic, and then you kind of
you gotta go
where you ignore it. Not ignore it, but that's not your thing to bring it up.
Right.
So there is value in just being a distraction.
Yes.
Like there is something in, even though the world is a shit bomb right now.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a lot of wrongs. There is something where some people, I guess we can goof and just not talk about any of it. But still, I don't want people to think, what are they don't even know what's going on in the world? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Purposely.
We know what's going on. We try to be a distraction from it. I try to be a distraction from it. But at some point, you just have to be like, well, I can't ignore it. Like if there was an asteroid 100% that we knew was going to hit the Earth in like 3 days, and I'd still be like rainbows and lollipops. At some point, I would have to address this, right?
Or
we don't have to right now. Also,
we're
going live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, so we see your comments. Hello, Andy, Gina, Autumn, Lee, Sean, Sabrina, Michael, all you guys. We see your comments. We have an intern in here also that's doing research, and rate, review, subscribe, and share. What kind of jacket is that, John?
So hold on. So to just finish our train of thought before we as people, because normally we're on at 8 and now we're at 7 and I'm having zipper issues. I get the burning down of everything happening. We're not talking. We've never talked about it, but there is something to be said about the band that played on the Titanic. Right? Like as that, yeah. Right. Not that we're on the Titanic, but there is something to be said about right. If the asteroid's coming, right. We're gonna anyway, John, don't you think dating apps are weird? Like we wouldn't necessarily like
I say that. Look up the name of the band that was on the Titanic, because I think that would be a great name for our podcast. You know, Heffron and Reep / whatever that name of that band was.
Well, I don't even know. Well, we won't get into it. We haven't hit the iceberg yet, so I don't know. So anyway,
but it's dead ahead.
We see it; it's there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We're still trying to just paint the girl's picture.
Oh, I think we've seen the iceberg for about a year and a half now.
Paint me like you paint your French girls. We're on that part of the movie,
right? Isaiah, turn the mic on and tell us the name of the band from the.
You're gonna
Wallace Hartley's Orchestra.
Say it again.
Wallace Hartley's Orchestra.
Wallace Hartley's.
Mm-hmm.
The Wallace Hartley's Orchestra. That's us. I'm Wallace and you're Hartley's.
For right now. Let's hopefully not. Hopefully we can. You can. There's also a song you can turn the Titanic around. But a lot of things are confusing to me.
Can I say something about all this? I mean, I don't know if you have anything to say about it, but Alan and I happen to be sitting in here, this studio, working on other stuff when they stormed the Capitol.
Right.
We were sitting here just watching it play out. And, you know, the comedian part of this, the side of me, there were some highlights that I thought were funny. There was one shot from inside of the Capitol where they were shooting the one of the doors, and you could see the windows, the doors, people trying to get in. But there was one dude who was like leaned up against the window like this, and he was doing this. Open the door.
Right.
Hi. Like he was just going, hi, can you open the door? Like he was doing that move.
Yeah.
And I felt like that's kind of funny because everyone else was like, yeah. But he was like very calmly just looking at the camera like, I need you to open the door. And it's almost like Alan made the joke, like maybe that dude just got swept up. Maybe he was actually there on a tour, had nothing to do with the protest or anything, and had to pee.
Right.
Did you just let me in?
I think everybody knew what they're doing, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked it when we were anti other countries, or we, you know what I mean? They're like, I don't like all this everything going on.
Yeah, no.
But we all have our own little battles, I guess.
Yeah.
If you take it from a world perspective to a USA perspective to your house perspective. If you're watching right now, I hope everything, or listening, hope everything in your own home within that little radius is going fine. And we're still, you know, I was thinking I had a breaking point maybe a week or two ago. We'll leave it at that. Where I think my Michigan move, Corona virus, like it all hit me. Like, just, you know what I mean? Where you just literally have the iceberg of, I don't have the mental capabilities of handling. I had one of those.
Yeah.
Why literally, it was not good.
At the same time that this crap's going on. Maybe that's part of what caused it.
Yeah, who knows? Or I was, you know what I mean? Just coping skills. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're at home and you're watching and now we're however long, you're like, I don't know how you're going to blah, blah. I wish I knew what to tell you. All I can say is you're not alone. But I had a moment where I probably laid in bed, and it's all everything else related, right? Just everything. I probably laid in bed for last week, 16 hours, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Literally had one of those days where you hear people where they go, I just couldn't get out of bed. And you always kind of joke going, oh, that would be awesome. But you could probably get out of bed if you wanted to.
Yeah. And
then you have a moment where you go, you kind of, your brain goes, just get out of bed, go do something. And then your rest of your body's like, nah, we probably just want to sit right here. You're like, but we can't do that forever. Let's just try to sit here all one day. Then the next day happens. You're like, what if we just lay here and don't get up for another day? And then your body's like,
asleep that whole time?
What?
16 hours? Were you asleep for 16 hours?
Nope.
Okay. Did you get up to use the bathroom in 16 hours?
Yeah, I didn't shit myself or piss myself.
Well, sometimes you don't go for a day. It's fine.
I just had a mental day or bit, just whatever. So that's why, though. Then you have an epiphany. Maybe it's because you're watching Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, and you hear a line in Cobra Kai where Miyagi looks at Danielson and says something about we all fall. It's not things that get you through, it's the people. Right? Like, it's just weird, like, why you're watching a Cobra Kai, which is awesome, by the way.
Right.
You find a weird, you're like, yeah, that's kind of, we all fall. That's not a thing.
No,
you're bad, or you have bad coping skills, or you just you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people are going through some stuff, dude. I mean, it's going around. It's not, don't feel like it's just you either, you know?
Yeah. So then what I did, and then I was looking at, so I'm like, I just got to physically move. I remember my buddy Topher that we had on here, however many podcasts ago, really good friend of mine. He always says, if you ever just get depressed, you have to just increase your speed in which you move the whole day. If you can get yourself to move, I guess is the thing. But if you're kind of like bummed out about something and you're going for a walk, walk a little faster.
Okay.
You kind of just physically get your body to move. So that's why I've been running.
Yeah, I've noticed, so I follow you, John, on Facebook and Instagram, and I've, you know, when you go quiet for a while, I always get worried because you're a good friend and podcast host. You're a buddy, and I'm like, but I'm like, oh, but I also know you. I'm like, oh, he'll be fine. He'd be fine. I'll send him one text here and there. Yeah, you know what? He'll get me when he gets to me. I ain't worried about him. Strong man. He's a comedian. He's fine. And then, but I saw you post and stuff, and that made me happy. I saw you were running, and I also saw you do some sort of an experiment, an attempt.
Yoga. That was
yoga
thing. That was a content thing where I'm like, I should put something up just so people don't think I'm dead. So I found that old thing, but the running thing. Okay, I'm not a runner.
Yeah.
I bought running shoes apparently, like the last maybe 5 months ago. I bought trail shoes because I don't know, it's a good buy. And then I bought a ski mask and winter gloves and thermal undies. So for the last 3 days or 4 days, whatever we're on now, 3 days, I woke up and I go, I'm out. And I kind of got this from following that David Groggins, is that his name, on Instagram? Go hard. He's the runner. He's so motivating.
Okay.
David Groggins, or anyway,
look
his
at
whole thing. I and you can just say his name real quick. But his whole kind of philosophy is do something every day that sucks. Like if you see that it's raining outside, that's the time that you put on your shit and you go outside and run. Yeah. Not when it's 85 and comfortable. Like don't make yourself comfortable. Don't be a thing. So I kind of, just from following that guy and listening to his audiobook. So what, 3 or 4 days ago, I just woke up, threw on my thermos. It literally was like 23 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Could have been a worse time to just suddenly start running. Yeah. And I Forrest Gumped it. I just threw on my stuff.
It's perfect.
Running like Forrest Gump. And then I stopped. I almost threw up because I'm like, I can't, literally, I'm like, I can't breathe. And it's cold, and then I just started running again, and then I did it. And I don't even know how far I went. I never even looked. Came back. I was excited that I got out of bed and I ran. That was I was literally excited. Then I started working out, and then every 2 hours I would run again and do kettlebells every 2 hours all day, and also ate every 2 hours like protein shakes or whatever.
Yeah.
So now I'm on day 3 of that. So today when I woke up early, whatever early to me, which is different than other people. I don't have kids. Right. Immediately it was like, I'm kind of tired today, or tired's probably kind of a puss excuse. Really wasn't tired because I didn't do anything. Yeah. And I'm like, I got to run, and threw on my stuff and ran today. And today was like a weird thing where I was just like, I did it. Like I had a moment where I was like, I might puss out, and I was like, yeah, I did it. It was awesome.
I love that. Can I piggyback onto that?
Sure.
All right. So I've been doing yoga, and ever since I had that Diamond Dallas page, I've been, it's a commitment that I made in front of everybody on the internet. So now I feel like if I don't keep doing it, then people will shame
you. Right. Correct.
But my point is this. You were saying you didn't feel like running today, but you did it and you're proud of yourself. So, and those
no distance, by the way. I just feel the need to let everyone know I'm not I don't even know how far I'm going. I don't even want to know.
Well, give me the time. How long do you?
I don't even know. Okay. I got a couple.
Are you just checking the mail coming back?
It's got to be a couple miles. Like when I would walk it in the summer, it was maybe a 30-minute walk.
Yeah.
So I don't expect it got to be a couple miles, but
you're good 20, 30 minutes out of the house getting some sort of exercise, right?
Running, I don't walk. I had somebody suggest, they go, you should run, walk. I'm like, oh, I forgot. Even walking was an option. I just thought, once I started running, I'm like, I'm gonna run to this tree, turn around, come back, and I'm not gonna stop. So,
well, my point was going to be in order to just kind of keep going, sometimes even on the days where you I can't do this today, I'm not doing this today. One way that I've managed to get through those moments is to trick myself. So, for example, I wake up one morning, I don't feel it. I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm not doing yoga. Ain't happening. What I do is I go, but I can at least put my workout clothes on and just have those on. So I just do that. But I tell myself I ain't doing anything.
Right. You can't make me.
Clothes on.
Can't make me roller skate as
You can't make me roller skate, but I can wear roller skate stuff.
I can listen to 70s
Sure.
70s disco music. I can do an all skate just by myself. I don't need
I'm not making any promises here by putting these clothes on. I'm just putting the clothes on. All right. So that's step one. And then later I go like, all right, well, how about this? How about I go to the gym and I just walk on the treadmill? I can go there. I can just walk on the treadmill. I can check email and I can get stuff done. I can work, like people have those working, moving desks now. Like I could do something like that at Planet Fitness. So I trick myself. Now I'm out of the house. Now I'm there. Now I've walked for maybe 10 minutes. And now I'm like, I do a light jog.
Right.
Yeah, for a minute. I'll do 1 minute of that.
Before
you know it, it's an hour later and you're covered in sweat and you've tricked, but I do it by tricking myself. And here's the trick. I know I'm tricking myself.
But you don't know you're tricking yourself.
But I'm never 100% sure how it's going to end up. So that's kind of weird. Baby steps. Yeah.
It's about 3 miles long trip around. Yeah, so that's the thing. But I gotta say, I don't know what people I don't know what you think about when you run.
Oh,
like I don't if for runners out there, or maybe is that the thing? Like, so what I did, I would listen to music, right? Day one. Keep in mind, I'm only day 3 in, everybody. I get it. This is more of me just getting off my ass and that type of stuff. So the first day for that David guy is like, you don't listen to music is kind of like a thing that runners aren't supposed to do. Like you're tougher or whatever if you don't play music. One, you can hear cars, but then that way you can hear your own thoughts. You're not
right. You're more engaged in the thoughts you're having.
Yeah. So I did that the first day and I was just like, I don't even know. I maybe thought the whole time again, and it's only maybe 3 miles. I'm like, I thought the whole time, what do people think when they're running? Maybe it was the thing that I focused on.
Wait, as you're running,
I'm like,
what what am I supposed to be thinking?
Yeah. I'm like, this like, is this a thing? Do people like do like cadence or whatever? And then, so then the day 2 or one of the runs, cause I'm a multi-runner. I listened to the soundtrack that I used to run 2 years ago, the Drive soundtrack, and almost like Pavlov's dog. The song
triggered something in you from back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. So then today, what I do today, and these are all maybe just dumb, and I'm just sharing them because I haven't. All I did was almost do stuff I wanted in life, almost like just a mental thing.
Yeah.
I would say the thing, and then I would say the words "come to me," and then I would say literally, and I would go "come," like so. Almost, I would say it as whatever thought was in my head as my foot would hit the ground. I would say the words "come to me." But dude, after like. You might have some high level priorities.
Mm-hmm.
However long in, I was like, Tater Tots, come to me. Arby's, come to me. Like I was literally just only thinking about things I wanted in my
food because you were hungry while you're running.
Or just trying to redirect instead of what's not working or this week got canceled. I was just like, here's what I want and not what haven't I got or what I lost. Like it was a whole, and I literally had the words Tater Tots and in Arby's. I said those words as a mantra as I was running now. I don't know if people are making some grand list and people are like, I hope Jesus comes into my life. I literally was like, I hope Arby's
at the end of the day, sometimes the simplest pleasures are the best ones.
Right.
And how do you beat a beef and cheddar from Arby's or Tater Tots? Tater Tots might be the best food ever.
I gotta say, with I haven't grocery shopped in it a little bit. I'm been lazy. I found Tater Tots in my freezer, my refrigerator. Which, by the way, is a freezer drawer.
Yes. At the
Maybe
bottom,
the worst
of the fridge.
invention. The freezer drawers are the dumbest things.
I hate it.
hate freezer drawers.
I bought this refrigerator from my mom and dad. So double doors on top, and
That's
it's
what I have.
stuff at the bottom, right?
And all your boxes of whatever food gets smashed in there, and then it doesn't close all the way. Dry.
Anytime you got to get ice, you now physically have to bend down to get ice, and you cannot get ice without making a god awful noise every time you open the door.
Whoever invented the refrigerator, there was probably like a week of this is the greatest invention in the entire world, right? They've never had refrigeration, and then somebody put a refrigerator bottom drawer, and like a weekend, somebody was like, "I'm out." You know what? Like this whole refrigeration thing was a good run. It's a fad. You just put it in the bottom drawer and it was dumb. But I found tater tots in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really bad at closing things. So I didn't know freezer tater tots
freezer burn
could go bad. Yeah. So I made them and I was so excited and I got salted them. I got a big thing of ketchup. Well, I didn't have the ketchup. I had little packets. And I was so excited, and I started eating the tater tots, and the whole time I was just like, "These suck. These are the worst. Like, how can you have bad tater tots?" But it was that I don't know how old they were. It could be a year old.
Wait a minute, man. Hang on a second. So let me just get this straight. Yeah. While you were running, you were saying, "Tater tots, come to me." You had nothing but hang on. Okay. You had nothing but tater tots on the brain. You were hungry, and you're like, "That's what I have to look forward to." I can't wait. I've earned these tater tots. I'm going to run all the way back to the house. I'm going to make the best tater tots ever. And then you make them and they suck. Now that I know that feeling, and that's very depressing. That would keep me in bed for at least 17 hours.
Well, do you ever make bagel bites? Do you ever
sure.
And then the top isn't cooked. It's still a little cold. And then you have a decision to make. Do you put the bagel bites back in and finish cooking off the top, or do you leave it like where it's kind of warm?
Yeah, because you're like, I'm just gonna eat them,
but the cheese is a little cold.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like it's that weird.
Sucks.
Where you go, I don't know what to do right now. This is not. Do I put them? But then I got to get the oven mitt. I got to stick it back in, and I got to close it, and it's a thing.
One time I tried to make tater tots that were frozen, and I thought like I'm gonna make them how I think they should be made, not how it tells me on the bag of the tater tots. Now, on the bag of tater tots, it tells you to put them in a pan, put them in the oven for a certain amount of time, pull them out, eat them. I'm like, no. I'm going to put them in a pan on the top of the stove, put some olive oil. I'm going to bake them. I'm going to cook them in oil.
Right.
And I thought that would be a good idea. On paper, it's great. And it just fell apart. The tater tot just fell apart. And now I don't have the crispy shell that you want in a tater tot. Now the potatoes are out and it's just a mess. And I'm like, now I've just got horrible hash browns. And
right.
That was a horrible Sunday because I'm like, well, I have to eat these now because I made them and I have to eat them. I have to eat this mess that I've created. I have to clean it up and eat it.
Like, why do you think? Because what else I have? So again, I haven't grocery shopped. I've been buying these turkey. It's just like a big turkey breast or chicken breast that comes in again, microwave thing. And you leave the film on, you don't puncture it. You leave it on, put it in for 4 minutes. And then when you pull back the plastic, that's when the steam comes out. Oh, my battery's running. That's when the steam comes out. And, if my computer dies, by the way, I apologize.
It's okay. It's 2021, man. Anything's possible.
I had to switch it up because
if your computer dies,
right? So
run and get another.
So, but you're cutting the turkey and then you peel back the film and then the steam comes and then burns your fingers. Yeah. Those things. That's what I have, like 5 or 6 of those.
Yeah.
I got the chicken one today, and as I was eating it, I was going, this is gross. This almost is like elementary school Salisbury steak-ish. Although, how good does that sound?
Yeah, I know. As soon as you said it, I perked up.
Seriously, like TV dinner, if you go Salisbury steak with a little bit of mashed potatoes and then brownie with a little bit of corn in it.
Brownie with corn?
Well, with the
Oh no, there's a look. John Heffron just froze. I think his computer died. Oh man, this is so 2021, and this is so John Heffron. I hope he's okay. I hope that the Alan Jackson pop in here. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Okay. Look, we froze. So he's still here, but I mean,
Is he? I don't know. I think he may be completely gone.
No, he's gone. I'm just saying, like, he's right.
Oh.
His picture's still here.
Right. Picture's still there.
So he gave us a warning. He said,
Good.
my computer's probably going to die.
Right.
If it dies, and he didn't say what happens if because he went off on a tangent as he does.
There he goes. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, he didn't leave us any instructions on what to do if he were to drop out of the broadcast, which he did.
Yeah.
And
well, look.
Hold on. He's coming back in. He's coming back in. He's going to be going mobile. So just here we go.
Boy. So now John Heffron is going to join us with his
mobile.
Dude, there you are.
I don't know if it sounds horrible. I was using my sister's laptop and it died. So anyway.
That's okay. Now this is kind of cool because now you could give us a tour of your RV.
I want to see the camper. So
do you want to finish the story about the steam venting and the Salisbury steak, or are we going to move on?
It probably wasn't that riveting anyway. I'm going to lean against it because I'm looking for light. I had a bigger point to the whole thing, but now I forgot it because the computer dying. Why would that not happen?
Of course it happened.
Of course, like why would,
we talked about that.
Literally, why would it not happen? And
wait. Let me tell you something, John. Justin Hensey, he said suspenseful. Hey, he goes, I need to know, is there corn in his brownie or not?
Thank you. So, like that's what we were talking about on the TV dinners. You don't remember? You'd have a little brownie.
Yes.
And you'd have a piece of corn that like fell into the brownie.
Oh, accidentally is what you're saying. Yeah. They didn't put
not on purpose. Like not on purpose, but it would literally just from moving it, you would go and it would fall in there. Right. And that did you guys have TV dinners? I can't, whatever you're putting up, I can't read it all. So if you could read that.
Yes.
Did you guys have?
Yeah, Susie Alt Reyes says for sure veggies always get into the dinner desserts. They always got in there, always kind of ruined as a kid, ruined the dessert. But yes, I grew up on TV dinners. Totally, we had TV dinners. Absolutely, to this day, I still eat them.
I haven't thought about. I think I have. That might be smashed because refrigerator drawers suck. But I think I have a Hungry Man's like dinner. Is that what they're called now?
Yeah,
like
there's different ones now. There's so many different ones now. But yeah, Hungry Man was a big popular one. I was doing the Atkins diet there for a minute, so I'd always get the Atkins ones. And they lean cuisine. You ever do, dude? There was a minute, John, where I was addicted to Lean Cuisine's Swedish meatballs. Like I would buy all of them at the grocery store. If there were 7 left, I'm getting 7. I don't care what the deal is.
Yeah.
If there's 10, I'm getting 10. And you make like 3 of them, put in a big bowl. Lean Cuisine Swedish meatballs. Do not sleep on that. It is good stuff.
What, have you had pigs in a blanket? Have you had frozen pigs in a blanket in a while?
It's been a minute, but I have had them. I always enjoy them. I don't think about that. But every time I have them, I love them. Now, do you buy them frozen and then just put them in the oven?
Yeah. So it's like, it'll be like a pretzel and then with like a little pig from Pigs in the Blanket. I don't know. That's why they're called that. And then you just cook those up. Those are tasty.
Yeah.
Obviously, somebody I saw earlier before I lost power was talking about the pizza, the pizza rolls.
Yes.
Those are ones that could go bad on you because you could eat them and this hot steam that are within them can be crushing.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I have burnt the roof of my mouth biting into an overcooked tiny little egg roll. I used to buy little tiny egg rolls, frozen egg rolls.
Right.
Tiny little pizza rolls. You know, the shell looks cool. You don't know. You blow on it, you bite into it, and it's like lava, and it just hits the roof of your mouth, and then you can't taste anything for a little while.
They literally, I was at the dentist, and they said I might have to do like a gum graft on my front two teeth, because why would I not lose them? There's no, literally, like, why would that not? Of course, that's gonna happen.
God.
I'm gonna do a transition. I'm gonna hit you right back up, son.
Are you leaving?
Back, okay?
Okay, all right. I'll talk.
I can't. You log.
You know what I'm gonna do while you're gone, John? We got a bunch of new iTunes reviews. Thank you, everybody on the Heffron and Reep fan page on Facebook. I put a request up. We need new iTunes reviews, and we've got a bunch of them right here. So I'll just start reading some of these because that was the deal I made. Write a nice review. I'll give you a shout out. And I see all your comments: Ray, Samantha, Kayla, Mark, Kate, Brian, Letha, Rick Sanford III. I hear you. Here's one by S.T. Hibbert. 5 stars. Lots of fun. I love these guys. Jon and John are excellent entertainers. They are a couple of hilarious guys hanging out, talking about the 80s and life in general. The laughs are endless. Well, not endless, but they continue the next week. I listen every week, and I have a great time. You should check it out. You'll have a great time, too. Thank you very much. Here's another one by Desiriums77. Fun, lighthearted podcast. I look forward to hearing new podcasts from these guys. They always make me laugh with their stories and subject changes. It helps me get through the day. Smiley face. Well, thank you very much. Here's one by CV Man 19, 5 stars. Great fun. We've followed Heffron and Reep since the early days and seen them both do stand-up live. Listen to the podcast since day one through stops, starts, cross-country moves, and all. Super fun. Never miss an episode. Jon and John are must see or listen every week. Thank you, CV Man 19. John Heffron, I was just reading some. We got a bunch of brand new Apple iTunes reviews, dude.
I heard him. Hey, by the way, whoever knows my sister that keeps Facebooking movies to watch, please stop, because I don't know how to turn off the notifications and I hear the dinging. But what we talking about like way early, we're on such a good roll, and I apologize.
Just microwavable food, things that burn your mouth when you're. And you just talking about the dentist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They literally use that as a reference point. I go, well, what does it feel like to get a gum graft? You know, or whatever it's called, where they scrape. The lady goes, you're going to feel like you burnt the top of your mouth on pizza roll. They literally, that's a form of pain that she used.
She's exactly right. I have had this surgery when I was a kid. I had braces. We've talked about my teeth many times, but I had braces, and they moved my teeth very quickly, and my gums couldn't keep up. So my gums started to recede. And what they did was they took gum from the roof of my mouth, and they sewed it on down here. And it's worked. My gums are fine now, but I have different colored gums down here at the bottom of my teeth. Now, John, I'm going to pull my lip down. And I'm going to show you
my reading glasses.
There are 2 different colors of gum. There's a light pink and a darker pink.
Boy, we've been all over the place with this podcast, haven't we? It's awesome.
The lighter pink.
What's the name of our band, John? The Titanic band?
What was the name of it?
Wallace Hartley's Orchestra.
The Wallace Hartley's Orchestra.
Okay, so let's see your.
Camera. Subject change.
Okay, that chord's not. Okay. Now, can you see?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah. I see the.
See that?
You don't. It's Neapolitan.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Gum surgery, and some of it's here too, right there.
Okay.
So my gums were receding so fast, they cut, and then they sewed it in. And look, you're going to be I wasn't even knocked out for this. I was on nitrous oxide.
I don't even know what we're talking about at this point. Went from pizza rolls to running, but I'm not getting the surgery. They said I should.
Okay, good.
And then I get my baby tooth now that we're all over the place. Next thing. So I get to be toothless next in a couple of weeks.
I mean, if you have insurance, I would get the surgery. But if you don't, I wouldn't. But are your gums receding? Is that the problem?
That's what they're saying. But listen, I'm 50. Can I outrun it? Like what's receding fast at this point? Right?
You still have your hair.
Still my hair. It's
you got nice legs, you know.
I'm getting thicker because I'm running 3 miles round trip.
Yeah.
3 and back.
You ever had nitrous oxide, John?
Maybe I don't ever recall. I don't.
Yeah.
Is that the
pure pharmaceutical high? Yeah.
I think it's want to be put out.
They put it on your nose.
Yeah.
It's like laughing gas.
Yeah.
Nitrous oxide is the opposite of helium. Helium is a light gas. So when you inhale it and you talk, your voice goes higher. Right. Nitrous oxide is the opposite of that. So when you talk, you're way out here. And it sounds hilarious. But I've had it several times. I actually had a buddy of mine who was a respiratory therapist who shall remain nameless. And let's just say in college one time, he has access to tanks of gas. And let's just say possibly a tank of nitrous oxide showed up at my apartment in college one time with the mask and everything. And there was a laughing gas room at this party, perhaps. Isn't that fun?
Sorry, I was imagining what it would look like. My brain immediately went like if people were thinking, let me have access to the chair. And then my brain, all this in that moment where you thought I was just being quiet. Then I thought, is that the same as doing whippets? And then literally on the same thought, I'm just sharing everything. I remember when I worked at a grocery store, you'd walk by the Cool Whip cans and there's like a half a second of air, or not even a half a second, whatever's in Cool Whip to make it come out. You could grab that, but then was that what a whippet was? I don't remember. I don't know.
I do believe nitrous oxide is the same thing in whippets. Like when people, I've been to Grateful Dead. I mean, I haven't been, but at Grateful Dead concerts or Fish concerts,
right?
There's all kinds of drugs in the parking lot. You might see someone holding balloons or bags, and they're filled with nitrous oxide. But the high only lasts for 30 seconds.
When is this? So now that I'm a runner, and I'll just refer to myself as a runner.
Yeah.
From now on, John, because I've done it 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
People, I asked on my Facebook page today, what was, when do you stop thinking about how much you hate it? Like I might be thinking about running too much. That's right now is my battle. Kind of like if you do, and I can't get comfortable. I don't know how to sit here. Like if you do hot yoga, if you've ever done it, what are the 90 minutes? There's a moment during the hot yoga where all you're thinking is, I got to bail. I'm just going to leave the class. Yeah. And then you fight with yourself. Right. And then you're like, but if I just walk out, people are going to look. And you have, at least this is what I always thought. And then you get past that moment. And then next thing you know, the class is over. And you're like, thank God. Yeah. So I still think about that. The days, the last 3 days of running where somebody goes, but you get a runner's high. Like, when does that happen?
Oh, yeah.
What mile marker is that? And can you get the runner's high before you start? Because that seems like that would be a thing to help you run. Like your body, you should be able to tell your body, I'm about to run. I'm going to need, and then you should be able to flip it. I just think as humans.
No, I think you're right. The runner's high should have, if you could control it to where it would happen before your run, so it would motivate you to run. I mean, you'd be a bazillionaire, right? But I think the runner's high, and this Shane Flint's weighed in here. I know he's a runner.
And I'm talking about natural runner's high, not, you can do Right. Yeah.
He says 3 to 4 miles is a runner high, but I don't know. Shane, let me ask you this. A runner's high, is that just to where it's almost like being in the zone when you're playing, like Michael Jordan would be in the zone in basketball where he could do no wrong. And it was like you're in this weird sort of euphoric state. Is that the runner's high? Because it's not like you're not like
kind of like when most women are with us. Am I right, John? Right? Boom.
Wait, what did he say?
I said kind of like when women are with us.
Yeah, dude. They're in a euphoric
feeling.
Yeah. The endorphins kick in. That's a runner's high.
When does that though?
Okay. But why can't you just? Yeah, Shane says your endorphins kick in. Why can't you just can they bottle endorphins?
They do. I think
that's go run to get it.
Yeah, I think
that's ecstasy, right?
Yeah. But I'm talking naturally, naturally just running. Like when does that? Like when is it?
3 to 4 miles apparently.
So what Shane's telling me, I'm going to hold him accountable. If I go get my gum surgery or my tooth taken out, all I got to do is just run 3 miles, like just run around the parking lot and just run in and go do it now. I'm so fired up. I just ran for 3 miles. Let's just rip it out.
That would be great. I hope you do that. Record that. Get a camera. Run to the dentist office.
Right.
Be covered in sweat. And go like now. Go. We got 30 seconds.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Right?
Yeah. Dude, I just went to the dentist the other day. I actually went for a checkup, and I told him, I was like, I was in a hurry too because I had to go do something else.
Uh-huh.
And I walked in, I said, I'm in a hurry. And they're like, we got you. They checked me in, paperwork already filled out. I told the hygienist, who's not the dentist, who does all the work basically. I said, I'm in a hurry. She's like, no problem. Floss. I was out there in like 25, 30 minutes.
Did you ever hear them, like the hygienist and the dentist kind of, you don't know if they're arguing or while they're in your mouth. I always try to figure out if they've had a thing.
Right. Because they have like a secret little code language, maybe.
As they're talking to you, he's like, I need the B, not I need the 6'5", not the B2. And then she's like, well, you said the 6'5". And then you can kind of tell.
She's like, well,
I need compound. No,
that's what you need for this tooth right now.
Yeah, I need this needs to be John. We're just gonna need 3 seconds. If you can hold still for 3, thank you. Well, boy, that's him holding still for 3 seconds would be longer than you've ever. Like I always try to get that vibe between the thing, the C.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
I've seen that play out before. It didn't happen this time, but I've seen that.
I do that to both, by the way. Both if they're both women or both men, just to let everybody know. I'm not always like I do it to everybody, but I always try to hear the conversation or their tone if they like each other, if they're good coworkers.
See, you know what I think happens, John? It's the same thing with nurses and doctors. Is that nurses? Every nurse that you talk to will tell you, we know everything the doctor knows. But he's the doctor. He went to school a little bit longer, but we can do anything. We know everything that he knows. Blah blah blah. I'm sure hygienists say the same thing.
Yeah. But I was
there's a passive aggressive like love-hate relationship there.
I kind of like the hygienist. Obviously, I know the dentist is the closer, I guess, but the hygienist is the one you like. That relationship, I think, is better than the dentist because that's the person who comes in and they're going to make your life easy. At the end, they're going to give you a little aspirin or water. So they kind of they take the big heavy thing off of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of like them because that's a sign that things are over. But if you have a bad one in the beginning, like if you get your teeth x-rayed, like I have a really bad gag thing. So I always go, this x-ray, you have like 2 seconds. I'm telling you right now, don't disappear. You have this has to be in and out, and then they go off and I don't know, they swipe Bumble, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, and then they come back and then they take out the thing. You're like, where'd you go? I told you that I was going to be a thing.
Right. And you have this lead nightgown on your body. You got your hands on your balls because they tell you that You know,
exactly.
Not be able to not have kids after this. And you've got like, now here's the difference between me and you, John. You have a normal size mouth. I've got like a tiny mouth. Like I've got a tiny mouth and I can't open it very wide.
Right.
And so when they stick that thing in the back to take x-rays and I got to make room with my cheek, it's torture for me. So I always tell them, look, whatever the utensils you have for children, let's pretend I'm a kid. Go get the kid utensils. And because I'm a comedian, they go, okay. And then they don't get them. I go like, go get I'm trying to save you time and me pain. Get the stuff that you have for children and bring that in here because that's what you're going to need.
Why is the clip on that thing at the dentist? And we're talking about it seems like that clip is bigger than it needs to be. It's 2000. What are we? 2021? I don't even know what year it is. It seems like that whole thing could be smaller than what it is. It kind of seems like it should just be an app on your phone at this point. And you don't need to put that whole thing.
X-rays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Biting down on that stupid mouth thing. Yeah, it hurts.
And could you make a flavored one? Is this maybe we're going sharp? Like, can't that be flavored? It shouldn't be plastic. Couldn't they dip it in cinnamon? You probably won't.
And I never know where to put my tongue. Like they tell you, move your tongue over on this side. You know, like,
for me is something they put in my mouth and that moves my tongue like over. It like over and then in, and then they have access.
Dude, this one just happened. Dentist comes in after the hygienist to make sure she did everything right. So he's going to do his little stamp of approval. And he's like, okay, just real quick. And he takes he starts feeling down here under my jaw. Like he's doing this. And then he says, open your mouth. And then he physically, with gloves on, physically grabs my tongue and moves it and looks on that side and then moves it, looks on this side. Like he grabbed my tongue. I was like, ha, ha, you know, and I don't know what he's looking for. But they're not doing just teeth anymore. Like I think he's looking at lymph nodes and other things that might be going on around the mouth. I think they're doing more than they used to back in the day.
So you never had pigs in a blanket?
I've had pigs in a blanket.
You should try that. They're so good, dude.
I love pigs in a blanket.
Get the pretzel one. I did, however, buy a full hot dog that was wrapped in pretzel. Not pigs in a blanket are little. I think they're literally called hot dog bites are little. But I went, well, if I'm gonna eat like 10 of those, why would I not just get one big hot dog that was wrapped in a pretzel and put that in the oven?
Dude, Wetzel's Pretzels makes them. Every time I'm at an airport and I'm hungry and I see a Wetzel's pretzel, I get the one with the hot dog in it. Dip it little sweet mustard.
But the big one though doesn't taste the same. Like, why is that? So if you had the hot dog that's wrapped in pretzel and it's a full hot dog, and I was to cook that in the oven, versus you make that hot dog with pretzel in bites, put the word bites, and make like 6 of them out of the one, it's the same amount of hot dog. You're eating the same amount of bread.
Maybe they can charge you more if they cut it up like that. Make more.
I'm talking the like frozen in the frozen aisle.
Oh, right. Like
if you were, because I'm telling you that you should get those. And I've been looking at the White Castle frozen hamburger mini things lately. That's been on my mind.
Yep. Always do that. I mean, that was a staple back in the day. Buying them frozen White Castles, nasty but great. They're great.
In a bit.
Which is better? Wetzel's Pretzels or Aunt Annie's or Aunt Annie's?
They both remind me of airports and having to make a decision. Do I stop and pee or do I run to the pretzel place? Trying to make your connection.
Yeah.
That's what that. So it always,
Rick Stanford III says pretzel dogs are better with brats. Brats? Oh yeah. Like not a hot dog, but a brat. Like I guess that's what he's saying. Yeah, I'm sure everything's better.
The thing that you just said, that's what those remind me of. So I probably see more of the and whatever the Aunt one, because they have those cinnamon ones. Ever just get the little pretzel with the cinnamon and they put it in that little container? That way you can run as you're whipping. This is what I don't miss about traveling. And you would try to woof those down as fast as you can, but the pigs in blanket though, I might have to stop at the store and get those.
Yeah. Have you ever tried making anything in an air fryer?
Have not.
I just had some air fryer food.
I got a air fryer for Christmas.
Just this Christmas?
Yeah, my dad gave it and I don't even know what to make in it. It's like a little one.
I think you can make anything. Oh yeah, a little one. Okay, so
it's not like some huge.
I know it looks like the size of a coffee machine, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I just experienced that for the first time this couple days ago.
I don't even know what you make. If you give me food in air fryer, I wouldn't even know. Somebody says it's good to warm up fries.
Dude, tater tots.
Oh my God, conversations come full circle. See how we did that? Those of you listening think we have ADD and we can't bring it all together. We started this whole conversation an hour ago talking about tater tots.
I am very excited for air fryers, man, and tater tots. I don't have one yet, but I'm going to get one.
Is it easy to do? Because I'm going to stop.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the whole purpose of it. Is it's easy and it's quick and it's clean. You don't have to make a big mess.
What if there's a machine called the tater tot machine?
Wait a second. Rick Sanford III just said something that blows my mind. Okay. Tater tot dogs. Tater tot dogs.
Okay,
tot dogs.
Wait, tater tot dogs.
Now think about it. You take a bunch of tater tots, or maybe you just make a gigantic tater tot. Hollow out the middle, put the dog in there, dude.
Hot dog goes better with Rick. I'm gonna envisioning that in my head. If we're gonna start a franchise or a booth, hot dogs go better with bread than potato.
I'm not gonna on this idea until I try it.
Tater tots already ketchup filled could be a thing.
What?
Like tater tots already have. Remember that gum that used to have that little that juice in it?
Yeah.
Do you remember? But
juicy fruit. No.
Not juicy fruit. It was like really expensive. I always thought it was expensive rich people gum.
What was the name of that gum that would squirt in your mouth, Isaiah? Look that up. John, let's not. Wait. Isaiah, do you have it?
It was like juice.
You might have it.
John, don't say it. Let us.
It's called Freshen Up.
Freshen Up. Yeah, that's good.
Do you have no? I try to find a picture of what it looked like. Remember, John? I remember the commercial.
Yeah,
it was big and thick, and then it had a little pin drop in the middle.
Yeah,
or is it Chew Whales?
I think it's Freshen Up is correct.
Yeah, I remember like a green pack, like a yeah. Anyway.
I don't want you. Screw this gum talk. We need to get back to the tot
dogs and potatoes.
Chew Wheels Freshen Up is what I'm thinking of. Yeah. No, let's listen. It can be done. Tot dogs can be done. I had this thought the other day. My girlfriend's daughter, Lainey, had this. She goes, they went to McDonald's and for breakfast, and she got the hash browns. You know how the hash browns come in a patty like this, and you hold it in a little sleeve and you eat it, right? She says, well, I like to just take the ketchup and make sure it's smeared all over so it's evenly placed on, the hash brown patty, so each bite has maximum or the correct amount of ketchup on it. I go, I like this thought. I like where your head's at. How about this? You get 2 hash brown patties, put the ketchup in the middle. Now you've got a hash brown ketchup sandwich. And I feel like this technology could be used to make a sort of hash brown tater tot dog.
Okay, hold on. I'm envisioning all of this. I'm not
There's
listening.
a way to do it.
Let me ask you this about hash browns.
Yeah.
Get them from McDonald's. You bite them off immediately, or it's first one is whatever that says. The first one is a finger grab, right?
Are we talking about hash browns?
Yeah, I know I'm all over the place. You order you were talking about hash browns.
Yeah.
When you order it and you pull it out of the bag, do you immediately grab, like, does your girl grab the little envelope it comes with and eats it, or is the first thing you take your fingers and you break off the top part, throw it into your mouth, then bite it? Or are hash browns only you pull apart with your finger? Caller.
Oh.
No, not caller. I'm going to say caller. Do you have an answer for that? It's kind of what they do on the news where they go, I have a question for you. And then they talk for 3 minutes. And then finally at the end.
Well, you know what I told her? I was like, that's great. That's great. I like that you are trying to maximize your ketchup packet and get the most out of it. What I thought she was going to say is, like, she takes the hash brown out of the envelope that it comes in, puts ketchup in that, and then dips it in there. So it's like a dip, you know, like the sugar sticky thing that you used to do, the dip and dip. The ketchup hash brown version of that.
If you had an option, if I was to ask you, hey, I'm gonna bring you back your perfect meal, hash browns or tater tots?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing extra, and it's strictly the form in which you're about to eat potato.
Tater tots.
Curly fries. Okay, let me just go a stream of thought here. So tater tots versus same amount of portions, same bowl. I'm just handing you curly fries.
Tater tots or curly fries.
Yeah.
If the curly fries are from Arby's,
I don't. Maybe we're going too specific. I'll just curly fries. You're blindfolded.
Curly fries too generic. Sometimes the curls, they get stuck together and it doesn't uncoil, and it's not enough. It doesn't get cooked correctly. Tater tots, it's harder to mess up a tater tot than it is a curly fry. I'm going tater tots.
You're going tater tots. So if we're doing a bracket, if March Madness bracket, so if you go tater tots, what if I was just to say crinkle extra crispy fries?
You're talking about in the fries?
In the xylophone, not regular fries. What are the fries that look like are
waffle fries from Chick-fil-A?
Not waffle fries, just the normal crinkle cut.
Oh, so it's like got little ridges on it?
Like you're playing an accordion.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Over tater tots? No.
Yeah, so far tater tots has not been knocked out of the thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
I got to
go ahead.
No. Xylophone. What's it called? The crinkle fry thing?
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Crinkle cut.
And so waffle fries are the Chick-fil-A.
Waffle fries are the Chick-fil-A kind. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not at waffle fry yet because I got it. We have a whole steak fry, hash browns. I'm gonna hand you the same portions. You can have whatever meat your thing. I go, but you need a potato. So hash browns or a thick steak fry. Nothing seasoned, by the way. Everything's seasoned the exact same. Not changing anything.
Right. So now it's between steak fry and hash browns, not tater tots.
Well, no, whatever you said. I'm not whatever you said.
Gotcha. I thought maybe you started a separate bracket and you were going to try and
build. No, we'll keep it. I'm just going to keep until I run out of potatoes.
If we're up against tater tots and steak fries, tater tots. I don't like steak fries. In fact, steak fries might be one of my least favorite type of fry. I'm sorry to say that. A lot of people are going to hate me on this.
Let's go deeper on that. Why would a steak fry? Because technically, right, if you're into fries, right, let's say so you're in a fry mood, steak fries would be more than a normal one. So you're getting more bang for your buck because they're thicker.
Yes. Here's the answer.
Right.
I really don't like potatoes. Okay. So if you're saying
talked about potatoes
I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like.
Well, hold on. Wait, I think you might be throwing off my bracket then. If I go too deep.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you each one individually. So steak fries, your least favorite.
So far of what you've offered me, yes.
Then okay, so again, but tater tots still, yeah. So far, I've been in my brain. I've been having a conversation with myself. So far, tater tots sound the yummiest out of everything that we've said. With a lot of salt and a big thing of ketchup. Do you use your fingers, or are you like a savage and use like a fork?
Dude, tater tots is for fingers. You don't use a fork on tater tots. If I saw someone eating tater tots with a fork, I might slap them in the face.
What about the mush tater tot? Does it taste differently to you than the perfect round crispy tater tot?
I'm not familiar with the mushed tater tots.
Sometimes when I make tater tots, I put them all in. It's almost like a volcano. I'm not good at spreading it out. Ooh. So sometimes other tater tots get kind of caved on or aren't in perfect tater tot crispy form.
Right. I have to read this comment though, because she is exactly right. Letha Page wrote, "It's all about surface area." This is where my logic for the perfect fry or tater tot comes in. Like I said, I don't like potatoes. So what do you do if you don't like something? You fry it. And so a tater tot, it's like little cuts and pieces of a potato wrapped up in its tiny little thing. And you fry all of that, and it's crispy. So my favorite fries are crispy ones that don't even taste like potatoes, because I don't really like potatoes. But I like things that are fried and crispy. So that's the technicality. It's but the surface area. A steak fry, too long, too thick. I don't like the wedges either. I don't like the wedges.
Oh, okay.
You know, you're probably going to go there next. Potato wedge. No, thank you. It's too much potato.
I don't know if
I'm fry.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of. I don't know the difference between a wedge and a steak fry, but I think you're right. I think wedges are half circles, right? Would be more of a.
It's a quarter circle. So let's say you take a potato and you cut it in 4 pieces. That's a wedge.
4. Oh, right.
But a steak fry can be a rectangle shape that's long, and it can be soggy and floppy. I don't like it. I need it to be thick. I need it to be crisp. It's like a potato chip. I like potato chips better than any kind of potato, mashed potato. I like a potato chip better than I like steak fries. And I don't even like potato chips that much.
Oh, if you go to like a bar or stuff. Hey, how many steps? You don't have to read each one to me. How many
great conversation
are in it? I feel like we probably stepped on a lot of Gaffigan's material by accident without even knowing.
Yeah.
How many steps, and I'm talking your home base there, John, are in air frying tater tots? I don't need to know the steps because I don't own an air fryer, but I'm curious if you were just how to air fry tater tots on Pinterest, how many pop up? Because I'm curious. Because I
don't have the answer, but I don't think it's a lot. Because what we made the other day was my friend Pamela cooked up. She made chicken tacos, like tiny little chicken tacos, and then she rolled them up and put them in the air fryer just to give them a little crispiness or whatever. Now that's not something you would typically make in an air fryer, but we were just experimenting. But I don't know. Shane Flint says there's 2 steps.
There's only 2? Why am I not?
According to Shane Flint.
We go to Shane for all of our answers. I was just curious if I want to stop on the way and use the air fryer.
Right.
Tater tots.
Wait, where is your air fryer? Did you take it out of the box? Have you assembled it yet?
I think I threw the box away and it's on my counter, and I don't know if I have to. I think I might have tossed. It's all. I don't think there's anything to set up. Right. I'm kind of hoping.
I really don't know.
And I just dumped tater tots into the air fryer and I hit a button and something.
I think it's supposed to. I mean, the beauty of it is supposed to be real simple.
Wait, it's air
and healthy.
So yeah, I was thinking, what do you need to put in an air fryer? But air.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Like I wasn't trying to be.
Yeah. So you got to make sure you're not underwater. Like, don't do this in an aquarium. Don't do it in a bathtub.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be very, very simple. John, we've got honestly 6 new iTunes reviews. I've read 3 of them. Would you like to hear one more?
Okay. I didn't need to do a subject change.
Do you have it available?
Okay. You're done for Tater Tot.
No, I'm not.
As the world ends, don't forget, what's the name of our band? I already forgot.
It's the
Wallace Hartley's Orchestra.
Don't forget, everybody, while the world is burning, it's the Wallace Hartley's Orchestra talking Tater Tots. As we figure out what's going on with our democracy, we're here for you, talking about air fryers and tater tots.
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
I'll hear some reviews.
iTunes reviews, or Apple Podcast reviews, as they call it. This one gives us 5 stars. It's from Flintish. I wonder who that is. Phenomenal show. This is a great podcast. It's like hanging out with your buddies, discussing good times and just BSing. Jon and John are both funny guys, providing. Hang on, I just had to click on the thing. Jon and John. Oh gosh, I just lost it. Oh yeah, Jon and John are both funny guys, providing good conversation that's sure to pique your interest. If you're tired of the negativity of the media and want something more refreshing and upbeat, tune into Heffron and Reep Live or download the podcast. You won't be disappointed. Shane Flint, thank you.
Hey, random subject change. I got this recently. And never thought it would be something that I wanted in my life so bad. I was talking to a guy I went to high school with who lives in the city I live in. Random. He always sends me Chevette. His name's Brian. Always sends me Chevette pictures because we both owned Chevettes when we were in high school.
Okay.
So we always just do Facebook kind of joke of, hey, I'm gonna go buy this one. This is 2,500. It's 3,500. Let's go on this together, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking vans or something, and he goes, hey, I hurt my foot, whatever his story was, 6 months ago, and I couldn't move, so I bought a blowgun, and I sat in my chair and I set up a target, and I got this whole thing, and it's literally the funnest thing you can do. If you get bored, I can drop it by your house. So I go, I haven't even seen this guy in 25 years, probably. I don't think I've physically seen him. So I go, put the blowgun. So I leave, I come back, and on my front porch, you just see a blowgun and a bag of darts. So I get it, and I'm like, well, this has got to be pretty self-explanatory. It's a blowgun. Probably
right. Here's what's throwing people off, John. You're not saying blow dart gun. You're saying blow gun, and I know it's a blow dart gun.
Oh,
well, you're fine. It's just when I hear blow gun, my brain goes
dart. I wouldn't say blow
dart gun. Yeah,
no,
that's fine.
But if I was saying what you're thinking, I would say blow job, like blow. I would put the word job in. And
well, actually, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking of the things that you blow in to make glass sculptures in a wood oven.
Oh,
but
I see what you're saying. Okay, I get you. I get the so blow dart gun.
Yeah.
And that visually for people would know.
Yeah.
So I stick it in there. I'm like, one, this seems a pretty cool thing as just like as a weapon, because you probably couldn't kill yourself with it. Like to really
right. You have to inhale. You have to go.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm not saying anyone should, but I'm like, how would you? I guess you'd have to find your artery or whatever vein that comes in between your legs and shoot. But the thing's so long.
Wait, time out, Isaiah. Google: has anyone ever committed suicide with a blow dart gun?
Not that suicide's funny, but I'm just saying.
Not at all.
I don't know how. You'd have to find the right vein.
Wait, hang on.
And what John's talking, or what Reep's talking about, is a blow pipe.
Yeah. Can you hear John? Can you hear Isaiah when he talks?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Please remember what I asked you. And don't ask questions. Thank you very much. Go ahead, John.
But the blow gun though. So I'm like, well, this will be kind of. And I had, dude, this conversation ties together all the time. Maybe it was the air fryer box was on the thing, and I just pointed it up, the blowgun at there, and I just went, whoosh, whoosh, and the noise it made going into the cardboard, I was like, if this was a gazelle, I would have killed this thing from So then I loaded up another one and I turned the corner really quick and went shoom and shot it. And now I'm obsessed.
Wow. I wish you had one in there. What do the darts look like?
I almost brought it, but you know me with my low equipment thing today. I almost brought it to show you. So I just took an Amazon box, and I have an Amazon box just in my living room. And I got a bag of darts, and I just sit there and I just shunk and try to.
What do the darts look like? Describe the darts to me. What do they look like?
A top of insulin needle. Or a top of like a needle that you would, so it's got a little bit of plastic, and then it's a neat, and then I guess they're sharper.
So it's a long.
No, they're not even close to that. Just super small.
Okay.
I like the whole thing. I think there's longer ones if you got into it as a way of hunting. The whole thing's maybe as long as like a pen cap, or that's probably a horrible.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I'm asking because I got one when I was a kid.
Right.
And I hated it because it didn't seem like the instead of a feather at the end, it was a piece of plastic that was in the shape of like a pyramid. And you just stuck the iron piece of the dart, which is way too long, into this piece of plastic pyramid looking thing. And it was almost like I didn't have enough lung power to project this stupid dart. But
you should try it as an adult. This thing is as long. This thing's pretty long. All right. How many times we've said that? Right? Am I right, John?
How big is your dart?
It reminded me of when I was like in 6th grade trying to play the trombone. This thing it's pretty long, dude. And I'm not as accurate as I would like to be, but if I don't know what they cost on Amazon, but if next time you make a little purchase, you should get yourself one. I don't even know what darts. I'll take a picture in the next podcast. I will bring it and show you the.
Isaiah has an update for us, possibly. Isaiah, I know I gave you some homework. I told you to look up, has anyone accidentally killed themselves with a blow dart gun? And what do you have for us? Do you ignore me?
No, I heard you.
Okay.
I can't find anything. Nobody has committed suicide.
Why did you lean in to the mic like you had something important to say?
Nobody has committed suicide with it.
Okay, well, John, no one killed themselves.
There is an article, though, about somebody that possibly committed suicide with a blow dart gun.
Okay, well,
they couldn't prove it.
Look at it, read it a little bit while me and John talk about other things.
By the way, they sent me a Christmas stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you were talking about
that? Can I talk to your intern for a second, John?
Sure. Would you like to see him or just talk to him?
I don't know if seeing him is even seeing him. If not, I can talk to him.
Yeah. Can you hear John?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Y'all talk.
Dude, so you know what box I don't know why I'm screaming. You can hear me just as well as Isaiah. Do you know what box I actually shot the blowgun? It wasn't the air fryer thing. It was the puzzle that you sent me.
You sent John Heffron a puzzle?
No, I didn't. I sent him a candle. I didn't send you a puzzle.
Did you send him a puzzle that was in the shape of a candle?
No.
John, someone else sent you the puzzle.
No, because it was I have perfect evidence. It was you. Do you know why? You know what else was in it?
Isaiah, why are you lying to John Heffron?
You know what was in it?
I swear I didn't send him a puzzle.
Here's what I got.
A candle.
I got a whatever a U.S. postal envelope thing. I'm like, that's weird. Somebody is sending me something. I open it. In it, we're going to have a couple conversations right here. One was this awesome puzzle, but it was super small. One that you would buy at Blockbuster Video when you were a kid. It's a super small box, and the box on it is it was Flashdance. It was the movie poster for Flashdance. Was in this little box, and I see you moving your hands. You know what else was in the box?
What's
in the box?
Two Jon Reep masks with his red beard. So who else would send me two? Who else? How else would I get two random Jon Reep masks in a bag with a puzzle? If it wasn't.
All right, hang on. Put the camera back on me now. Here's what happened, John. I have 2 interns.
Oh, okay.
One is Isaiah, and the other one is Elliot.
Wait, with 2.
I have Isaiah the intern, and I also have Elliot the intern. Elliot somehow, I guess maybe I gave him your address. He did that, I'm sure. If it wasn't you, Isaiah, if it wasn't you, it had to be Elliot.
No, I sent him the candle.
Or Samantha Dawn Kingston.
Which is right here.
Samantha wouldn't send you my masks.
I still haven't lit yet. We talked about this on the last podcast. It's a candle that smells like a mouthful of penises.
Do you have a lighter?
But I do not yet. But we're lucky I'm here, right?
Send him a lighter in the mail.
Yeah, I'll send you a lighter.
It was an Irene. It was a flash dance puzzle, but it had a sticker on it like you were to buy it at Blockbuster Video. Super small. Like I bet you when the whole puzzle's made, probably no bigger than 2 coasters.
That's got to be Elliot.
At the most.
Alan Jackson, can you pop in here real quick?
It had a bunch of your masks in the bag.
Do you have any leads on this?
No.
Handwriting's all over it. It's literally your.
It has to be Elliot, right?
Yeah, that sounds.
It has to be.
It sounds like your other intern.
Yeah, Elliot does that. He's a promoter. So
yeah,
I don't know why he would feel the need to promote our podcast with one of the hosts. But it's Christmas, and he was probably trying to spread joy.
I loved it because it was a Christmas.
You, Alan. I didn't know if you knew.
No, I'm out on this one. So sorry.
But it also was a flash. The box is what back to the blowgun.
Yeah.
Gun. That was the target that I was using. Unless now you have a crazy intern that you didn't know was sending stuff, and now you're mad at that person for randomly sending something to my house.
I definitely have crazy interns,
which is a whole different conversation. But the main thing is
Samantha Dawn Kingston would love to send you things in the mail, but she doesn't have your address. Samantha, I am going to give you John Heffron's address. And John, you're going to have so many things to practice your blow dart gun targeting practice on.
You have to get one. I almost even wanted.
Well, she says she knows where it came from with the wink.
Okay. I don't even know what's going on with this guy.
Well, Samantha, please do tell. You can't leave us in suspense. So, are you blow darting the flash dance girl? That's what Letha Page wants to know.
Thank you for keeping us back on track. Yes, but because it's the perfect size where you don't get if you have an Amazon box like I've been using in my living room, anybody can hit that. Yeah. But little flash dance Blockbuster jigsaw puzzle box, you feel a little bit more like your, difference of whatever. I don't even know.
Where did you hit the girl? Did you make contact with?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just happy that I hit the box a couple times. I haven't been specific where I'm gonna try to hit her neck or her sweatshirt of movie. Right. So I haven't been. I'm just happy that I'm not hitting the microwave.
What if you hit you took the blow dart and you hit the flash dance girl, and out of nowhere a bunch of water just fell on your head? Wouldn't that be great? What's going on here?
Did we just become best friends? Right, that would be as I'm eating tater tots. Night's gonna be tonight. Here's gonna be my night. I'm going to be shooting a blowgun at the flash dance poster. Why I eat tater tots? I dare somebody to find a better night than that.
It can't be done. It cannot be done. The only thing that would make this night better is if people subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio. The best way to do that is to go to heffronandreep.com. If you go to heffronandreep.com, from there are many options that you have. You can subscribe. You can watch old episodes, new episodes, audio-only episodes, and subscribe straight from the thing. Here's the thing. We're going live. And we got a lot of you watching on Facebook and YouTube right now. We love you. But what we really need is more listeners of the audio part. And if people were to actually go to heffronandreep.com and click on subscribe. That would help us. And of course, we've read some of your iTunes reviews. We'll read more of them next time. We have a Patreon. If you want to be a big wig and really help us out, you could become a Patreon supporter, and we would love you forever for that. Right, John?
Exactly. Do everything that John said, because who knows what platforms are even going to be left in a couple of weeks.
John, I already signed you up for Parler. You have an account on Parler right now.
I literally think with the way social media is going, it's going to be where people are just in each other's living rooms having a conversation with two people. I think that's best for everybody.
Yeah,
we don't do it on a mass thing anymore. So everybody should listen to whatever way you can hear us, as at least the audio, because I mean, I like doing this on the Facebook though, and reading the comments.
It's fun. Just, if we're actually trying to get advertisers, we really need the audio part to work out.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we got to get more people to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, that kind of thing. Whatever it is you do, iHeartRadio, whatever it is. But but I like this too. I like looking at you. I like talking to you. I like seeing the comments and talking to people live. That's very fun.
We
gotta figure out how to.
What if we offer though? Okay, what if we do this? We can't send tater tots to people or blowgun.
No,
you do have an intern that sends random shit to people.
John, I'm going to give your address to Rick Sanford III, to Samantha Dawn Kingston, and you're going to get stuff in the mail, buddy. I hope you're ready.
I can't believe you guys both were like, we didn't send you a puzzle, and it's literally 5 Jon Reep masks with his red beard.
That has to be Elliot, and he's not here.
Yeah, and
go ahead, Isaiah. Go ahead.
I messaged Elliot, so hopefully,
Isaiah, I apologize that I literally thought John would only have one, and your guys' name were so similar, and I assumed because you were nice enough to send me the candle that smells like penises in your mouth, that would only be you sending a flash dance puzzle piece to me. I just assumed that was you. So.
Right.
Is that a nice thing though? Me sending you a candle that smells like a mouthful of dicks? Is that a nice?
Hey, listen, now if we were to hold 2 people, and if Jon Reep was to go, okay, I'm gonna have one intern that's gonna send you just a fun puzzle flash dancer from the 80s, you would like it, and another one's gonna send you a candle that's gonna smell like a mouthful of penises. I would judge either or of who do I want to have my address. I would make that decision probably right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I appreciate both. I appreciate both taking time to load stuff up, write my address, go to the post office, and having the postal people with the coronavirus vaccinations to spend time to send a candle that smells like a penis or a flash dance puzzle piece.
Yeah.
I think it's manpower well spent.
The burning calories, getting you out of the bed might motivate you to take a run.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I should I'm gonna make a video of me trying to hit it, and then I'll maybe upload it to Instagram, John. But I'm not, you know how you do the Instagram
stories?
Yeah, stories, but you know how you put like gifts or you write something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
Okay,
I'm not. I was just going to do it for those listening and us. So you just see me with a blowgun, so it will have no caption.
Okay,
shooting it. Or do you think that's dumb? And I'll put it. It'll be on my Facebook story. Find it. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not going to go out of your way to type a couple of words.
This is between us, the people listening.
Yeah. And so I see it's private just for the listeners. Only they will get it. And other people who don't watch, they're not going to get it. But who cares?
They'll just be like, John's in one of his moods. He's doing a weird Instagram stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have people checking in on you.
Right? But I'm telling everybody now,
right?
Safe.
He's fine.
I have an air fryer and a blowgun. Everything's good. And
someone make a U-shaped blow dart gun. I mean, I've seen people blowing things and the powder comes up in their face like it's a joke.
Dude, this thing, I'm not kidding. Like, I don't even know. It's as long as most of my leg. I bet you this gun's 4 foot long.
Yeah, you can't hurt yourself with that thing.
I could be wrong. It could be 3 foot, but it's pretty. It's right. It's long. No, you can't unless you look at your foot, or if there's some weird artery that's coming in. You can
send us a picture of that. Put that on Instagram for sure. How can people follow you on Instagram?
What if you're diabetic and you can't feel your foot? Would you just blow that would be a thing? Not making fun of people with diabetes who have bad circulation. I do. I'm just saying. I don't know. People can find me wherever they find
Jon
me.
Heffron. JonHeffron.com.
Yeah, or in Instagram, go at comedian Jon Heffron.
So that's why I asked. Comedian Jon Heffron.
Text. Dude, I got a texting program for us. I'll want to talk to you about later.
Okay.
Text people.
I got to run. I want to wrap this one up only because
I got no place to go. Why are you leaving?
There's a bowl game on. It's the last game. It's Ohio State. That's why I wanted to start at 7 and not 8, and now it's already 8:28, and I'm missing this ball game.
Okay.
But that's okay. I love you, and I love everybody for watching us and listening to us. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. Take us out, Rick Sanford III.
You've been listening to the smooth sounds of Heffron and Reep. The show is over, but come back next week, same Reep time, same Heffron channel, for more comedy conversations, music, 80s church, and the life and times of the quarantine comedian. Always expect the unexpected, and who knows where the conversations will go. And as always, remember to rate, review, subscribe, and share. Peace.